Oh
What's
shit.
up, brother? I'm in the house. Well, I'm outside the house.
Ah, talk to him. Froses in the building.
It wouldn't be right if I didn't have a spliff.
Right, right.
So how you been doing, man?
I can get my split ready too. Like,
But how
uh,
you been keeping up the pandemic and shit? How's it treating you these days?
oh man, fucking, I lost a bunch of years when once I shaved off the beard. Like I fucking went back in time. And
We're gonna start calling you Babyface.
what's that?
We're gonna start calling you Babyface.
For sure, for sure. Fucking, yeah, like fucking life's been great for me, man. Life's been great.
Yeah, I can't complain either. Life's great.
Like the pandemic, like again, it's been horrible for some people, and it's been great for some people, and then some people in between. Um, yeah, like fucking definitely like fucking to all the people that have had a bad time, man. Fucking my heart's out for you, but like um me like the whole pandemic, like I started doing these interviews online, and the brand's just been fucking popping. Like fucking
Which I support that, bro. Out of all the people I could talk to right now, and like all those interviews I could go and try to set up and do even my own shit, I'm like, I support Eddie. And we need more people like you, bro, because there's certain people in the city, like, they're not going to get an opportunity to talk if it's run by Bell Media, if it's run by certain, like, companies, right? You give people the opportunity to talk, and it's like in your fun, your own unique way. So it's pretty cool.
yeah, man. Like I just love the conversation. Like people like don't like people like it's a lost art nowadays. Like people don't know how to
Right.
conversate. Like everybody talks through text. Everybody like won't make a phone call. Like man, like how much easier it is to plan things when like you're talking face to face. Like you can get on FaceTime
Yeah.
and like people be like, nah, like yo, like let's text about this shit. You know?
Because then you have to commit to stuff, and people don't like to overcommit, and then they end up flopping, right? Like, I'm guilty of that. I overcommit to stuff. Like we were
Me as
supposed to
well.
do this a
Like
week ago. Like we were supposed to do this a week ago, bro. Come on. Like I was like, I felt, I'm the one who brought it up, and I'm still. It was just like, let's do it the next week.
for sure, for sure. But we here now.
Yeah, we hear it. Your
You know?
mother's favorite rapper.
Yo, like
What is it?
when I seen that, I was like, yo, that's and you got your mother's favorite podcast.
Your mother's favorite podcast. That's gonna be the new wave starting in June. I hope to have you as a guest as well. So
For sure, for sure. I'm down for sure.
yeah, it's basically your mother's favorite podcast is gonna be exactly that. It's just gonna be everything that like it's gonna be every bit, little bit of everything, little bit of
Talking about
everything,
like mothers love to bake. You know.
right? I don't know about that. Maybe I'll give some recipes for some like weed edibles or something. I should just team up with the snacks, like called snacks on Breakfast Club, snack time.
All these mothers talk about like they gotta have their bottles of wine, so you gotta be drinking wine on that shit.
Yeah. No, but your mother's favorite rappers isn't a group per se. It's
Okay.
more of a collective of people that I'm gonna be pushing. It's not like there's no it's almost like how Mad Child had Bax War or like D12, but
Yeah,
there's gonna be some founding members obviously, but
yeah.
other than that it's gonna be like just locally supported people.
Yo, like I gotta commend you for that because you've always been on that tip, like always been like yo let's brand these dope rappers like because
Someone's gotta do it.
yeah exactly like somebody had to do it like again so like where did it all start like you're like hey man like again like I'm pretty good at marketing. I'm pretty good at this, and like I'm doing this for myself. But like when was it like to the point where like yo I wanna help out other rappers and put them
To
on as
be
well.
honest, to be honest, it's always been about me wanting to like collaborate with people since when people used to do freestyles, like you meet somebody and you go and you have like a freestyle,
For sure.
and like let's say me and you are rapping or me, you and Maloney, and then somebody comes up and you're like, damn, that guy's good. And you're like, how come I never heard of you? And I'm like, but this guy is literally just working a day job and he can rap and it's easy. And I'm like, I see like hundreds of people like this, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's so much talent that's untapped.
For sure.
Right now, I'm all about the untapped talent. Like, because look into the way what popped. It was Drake, then it was Weekend, then it was Tory Lanez, then it was Bieber, and it was like Alessia, not Alessia Sakar. Who's the girl from here? Jessie Riaz.
Yeah,
So the eyes are on Toronto for sure.
for sure. For sure. Like Toronto, like Canada just has like it's a unique culture. It's so different. Like Canada's a beautiful thing. You know?
Yeah, but in America, it's do or die because their healthcare system's fucked up. It's like if you get an injury, you're fucked. If I fucking stub my toe or break my toe or fucking something in Canada, we have it a lot easier than America, right? So we're more laid back, we're more chill, we're more like carefree over here.
For sure. As I'm starting to get older, I'm like, man, I'm like realizing I'm like, I need to take advantage of this out there because I'm like fucking, I'm starting to get aches and pains and shit. Getting,
Right? That's what I'm saying. We're not young anymore. Like I'm 32, so it's like I see these guys that are like 17 or 18 with these dreams that I had when I was 16. And I'm like, wait, I was 16, 16 years ago. So it's like, holy fuck, time passes you by.
that's why I had to shave the beard. Like, I go back a couple years. I had to go back to my 20s.
Yeah, I got the braid up like last week, but it's kind of fucking fucked up now.
So
Oh, I was watching you. I was watching our old interview in the Oculus. You know the Oculus headset?
yeah.
That shit was funny as fuck, bro. I was sitting there and we are just like, it's like a giant screen, and me and you were just having a great conversation. So if people are watching, they should tune into that one too.
For sure, for sure, definitely. Yeah, like when like um transition was saying, he's like, "Yo, two legends on the show." He made that comment. He's like, "Yo, but the Frozen doesn't have the LEG cardboard cutout."
I was a little bit preoccupied, to be fair. That's something I should have done after the last time with the Khaled, but it was just I'm upgrading my whole shit and like I'm in the middle of a revamp, right? So
For sure, for sure. But
because I was open season TV. Now it's your mother's favorite. That's the new brand. So your mother's favorite podcast, your mother's favorite rappers. Who knows? I might make your mother's favorite fucking soup and sell it at fucking Metro.
what happened with are you still in the open season?
Open season, there was too many people with the name open season. It was harder to promote.
Okay, yeah.
Like you Google open season and you get that cartoon with the bears
Okay, yeah.
with Martin Lawrence. And then there was another guy with open. I'm sure there's like in this universe, there's like 100 open season people right now.
But like, so you started to go with your mother's favorite, and like, yeah,
Yeah,
like, fucking that right there is like something like, yo, like you stand on and be like, yo, like you can tell
you know what it is? You know what it is? It's almost the bare naked ladies approach without being too like. When somebody hears your mother, they're instantly offended, and then when they hear favorite, they're like, "Oh, mother's favorite," or and they
people
won't forget you. Like if you're walking somebody, like, "How do you find me?" Your mother's favorite. Like it's not gonna be hard to find.
for sure, for sure, definitely.
I even got the TikTok. I'm gonna start doing some TikToks and shit.
Yeah, I haven't got on TikTok yet. I'm gonna have to get on there.
I have a TikTok video of me pushing my homie down the stairs, and it's hilarious. It got one of the videos one got like 45,000 views, like leading up to me pushing him down the stairs. I'm like, TikTok's just fucked. Like, who knows what's gonna pop on there?
So like, you're kind of like me in a way. Like I have this too, where I'm like, I'm always trying to do new things. I'm always trying to like evolve my whole brand, and like
Uh,
so like
yep.
me I write out my daily goals. So like what are some things like in your daily goals? Like, you write out daily goals, or you kind of have like
I don't really write them, but I'm trying. My daily goal is just be better than yesterday, and set up tomorrow to be better than today. So it's like
For sure, that's definitely
you
key.
just gotta keep like the, what the hell is that? Oh, no, because like every day like you upgrade and you could think about something now and in 2 years it finally comes to fruition and you'll be like, holy fuck, that 2 years was a long time. But that open season turned into your mother's favorite, turned into a podcast. Oh, now Froses is on NBC or new or Fox News or like, you know what I mean? You never know what kind, or WWE. You never know where I could pop up.
For sure, for sure,
Not using those as examples, but I'm saying like there's all types of commentary in the world, from sports to music to journalism to like arts to like culture to blogging and entertainment, right? So if I find my where I fit in, then I'm just gonna excel at it.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, I was like actually like thinking about like making videos of like commentating on like animal fights.
That would be dope. In the VR, I watched the Jurassic Park, and there was like there was dinosaurs fighting, and there was one dinosaur, and he's fighting the bigger one because it was his eggs and stuff. And then the fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex comes in, it's like right in front of you. It's like I'm like, whoa, that shit
Right,
is wild.
right. Yeah, like animal fights could be like fucking great like commentary. You know, like fucking.
I would love to
Oh,
see it. Eddie G animal fights. Oh my God, you got to do bugs too. There's some good bug fights.
for sure. It
If
is
you ever
like
go, if you ever go on YouTube, me and Chill one time we were watching bug fights at like 4 a.m. with a bunch of people. Everyone was like betting on it and they were going wild. It was crazy.
yeah, yeah, like betting on like animal fights and bug fights. Like
Yeah, bro.
that
You
that
pull
shit
up
is a
on
fucking.
YouTube.
Yeah, like that's an amazing time.
It is fun, but it's 4 a.m. when everyone's drinking and shit. You know, after the club, you're just like, hey, put on some bug fights. The crickets. I don't know if it was the crickets or like some fucking weird cricket. It was crazy. It was like watching Anderson Silva fight. That's why they call him the spider, because he's like a bug.
For sure, for sure.
He's just like the way he works the cage. Like, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here.
Yo, kangaroo fights.
Oh,
Kangaroo
fuck.
kangaroo fights are
That was
next
funny.
level.
Okay, okay, I gotta see this. I gotta see this show. Make it happen. You need an editor? I'll edit it. Now presenting animal fights with Eddie G.
For sure, for sure.
But this is dope because it's not like Fight Club. Fight Club you don't talk about, but animals can't talk about shit. You do the talking.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, I'm like, yo, oh man, that fucking kangaroo just did him dirty, like, you know, like cheap shot or like fucking just a whole bunch of shit, right?
Right? Oh my God, the kangaroo has a foreign object.
Yo, like that fucking, yeah,
Yo, the kangaroo needs a manager like Paul Heyman or like Freddie Blassie or somebody. Walk out to the ring with Logan Paul and Jake Paul on his side. That's what they should do for the Floyd Mayweather fight. Come to the thing with the kangaroo. If they walk down the aisle, with the kangaroo, Floyd's gonna be
yo,
fucked.
yo, if they walk down the aisle with a kangaroo, holy shit, yo, I'm
It's
fucking
like
on, yeah,
any animal, bro. Any animal, the whole stadium's gonna go buzzing. Fucking Floyd's gonna get all fucked up. These guys brought a fucking kangaroo to the fucking fight.
yo,
Who would have a better chance against the kangaroo? Jake Paul or Floyd Mayweather?
what's that?
Who would be a better fight for the kangaroo? Jake Paul or Floyd Mayweather? Which one would get? What would happen?
Yeah,
That'd be a good fight.
I think the kangaroo is fucking up both of them.
Oh shit. Yeah, kangaroos are dangerous, but they put them in movies and they make them look so friendly. Kangaroo Jack.
Oh yeah, but like when like yo, so the kangaroo will like stand up on like on its tail, it'll like also like kick you as it's fucking punching.
Bro. My dad always said emus were like ostriches, right? So I believed him. I'm just like an emu. It's like an ostrich. You ever Google emu?
No,
That
no.
shit is like an ostrich mixed with a cat. That shit's like a feral fucking ostrich. That shit is not an ostrich. Do not tell people that they lie to you guys. If you think an ostrich and an emu are the same, they are not. Google that shit.
for
But
sure.
I always thought it was the same shit, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's
So,
really not.
who are some of the rappers in the collective of the um uh your
Well,
mother?
right now, there's nobody like officially that's like a official member yet, right now. But like the people that I'm promoting currently is like KJ Steez. He's an awesome rapper. He can do a lot of mixing. He's good at certain shit. There's Warzone, Dylan Richard. He's like talented at rap. He's a very sick rapper. There's Chemical. He's out there like he's another rapper and he can do some engineering on there. There's who else is there right now? K Sharkey is always somebody I'm like vouching for. I got love for everybody in the rap shit. Like Dread Rastafari, like I'll promote those guys. They have their own podcast, that Down to Earth podcast, I believe it is.
For
And then
sure.
there's like
Shout out to them.
then there's shout
Podcast.
out to them. And then there's have you been on it? Because I wasn't invited
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
That's my homie. That's my homie for real. That's my dog though.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. I've been on there, and me and him were talking about doing like tag team interviews. Like we'll both like interview somebody together.
Right, bro. Do like a roulette interview where everybody gets some shine. That's what this my show's gonna be about. It's gonna be like instead of interviewing one guy, you're gonna have like a clip, let's say from this show, and then you're gonna have a clip from their show, and then you'll have a century song, and then you'll have me just talking some shit, and then I'll play my new song, and then I'll play something somebody else made, and then it's gonna be wild, bro. It's gonna be like just a little bit of everything. Your mother's favorite podcast is going to be a little mix of this, a little mix of that. And I have no problem putting on other people. There's Friday's got his own podcast. What's it? I forget what it's called. Do you remember the name? And then Friday and Herc, they got their podcast going on. And then Dan Barker and Mike Guts, they got some shit going on. Shout out to everybody, including you and Maloney. Like you guys are all doing it to put people on. It's not for it's selfless.
For sure. Yeah, it's like it's definitely an amazing thing when like an artist will tell me like after an interview they'd be like, oh man, after this interview, like I had like all these different people start checking out my shit, and it's like, man, it's like putting artists onto new fans is an amazing thing, you know. So like,
People are hesitant to even share their own shit. Like I've tagged artists in their own music videos, and they just won't even share their own. Like they won't even.
right, right, you know, like that, yeah, that kind of shit. Like when artists don't share it, I'm like, oh, are you serious? Like, you know, like this interview is about your shit, and like it's really showing like a fucking dope side of you. Like, you know, it's great promotion. Like we share it. You know?
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's like how you gonna go on a platform and then you don't promote the platform, and then nobody watches it, so nobody watches the next guy, and nobody watches you, and the platform is only as big as the people make it.
Or even like man, like I actually think about it if I want to get on somebody's platform, I want to when that shit comes out, I want to share the shit out of it because like when people go to that platform, I want my video to be like the most viewed or something like that, you know? Like people like,
See,
oh
to
yeah,
be
like
honest, I don't care about the most views, the most followers. I'd rather have like 300 loyal followers instead of like 3 million people that just make fun of you or don't know what you're about.
well even it's not even that. I'm just saying like when like people go like searching through that person's channel
Yeah,
and they check the shit, they're like, oh man, this like out of all these artists on here, like the Eddie G interview has more shit popping.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm gonna click on that one. You know?
But that's something that's like people don't they want to be rapper, they want to be this, but like how like it's an industry, it's a job, it's a commitment, it's something that you have to be dedicated to, put your heart in. You're gonna have people reject you, you're gonna have people slam the door in your face, all that shit.
Yeah, all of it.
Podcasting, camera guys, video editors, rappers, singers. I don't care if you fucking hula hoop. Somebody wants to hula hoop or yo-yo for a living. Someone's gonna be like, nah, man, you can't fucking hula hoop. You can't fucking blow smoke rings. And then Drake calls you up and he's like, yo, blow smoke rings and hula hoop for me, dog. And you're lit and you're in the fucking mansion. Like, hula hooping with some fucking hot bitches. Like fucking live your dream. Live your fucking do what you gotta
Right?
do.
Yeah,
Live your
hula hoop,
fucking
man.
dream. Hula hoop, fucking pogo stick, jumping jack. You want to be the world's greatest fucking rock climber? I don't give a fuck. Just do it.
Yo,
People
and
gonna
personally,
hate on
like,
you. People getting suck. But
me, like, to watch girls do the hula hoop is a fun experience. You know?
watching girls hula hoop.
Yeah, I don't want to watch no guy hula hoop. Like you're saying,
All right,
I don't want
guy
no guy
hula
fucking twisting
hoop,
his
guy
hips at me.
hula hoop. Know
Yeah,
your audience, okay, guys? Know your audience. Just live your dream,
yeah,
but know your audience. We don't
yeah. I don't
want to
want
see
no guy
none of that.
twisting his hips at me.
Hey, what if I start hula hooping downtown and fucking put it on six buzz? You think I could be fucking? I think I got the moves. I'll fucking have the Eddie G face and up in the air with the hula hoop. People would think I'm protesting. I'll go to the mass protest. Where are they? With the hula hoop and the Eddie G face?
That'd be hilarious. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
I'll get some. Bro, we should do some Eddie G Froses stickers, like some faces. And then we should just get all the rappers that go on your show and on my show. We should make like faces and stickers.
that'd be dope. That'd be
Just like
dope.
some
That'd be dope.
swag, right?
Yo, just like have stickers, like place in different places, and just have the face. Like, man, fire.
Bro, I
Doesn't
used
use
to do some challenges. I used to do some challenges when you leave a face or a sticker behind, and then you leave like a note, and people will like get a prize if they pick it up, right?
for sure.
If they find the right prize,
Yeah,
like the
that's
right sticker.
actually a dope idea. To, like, to just have some stickers, go place a couple out, and say, hey, if you see these, you get like you know,
I
like
don't know if it's harder or easier during the pandemic because everybody's gonna be bored, right? So if you do like a contest like that, people might go crazy for it.
for sure,
Give away some free shit.
for sure, for
Just
sure.
I don't know. People like free shit. I like free shit.
Yo, free shit. Like you ever find like if you get food for free, it tastes better.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, yo, give these people like if they find a problem, like yo, send them an Uber Eats or some shit or skip the dishes. Just give them like a coupon, and then you talk about food.
Yo, people will love you for that, man. Like fucking man, like everybody will be in the contest. Like food. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get some sponsors behind me soon. I have a couple of things cracking right now, and like,
'Cause you know what's one like you you know marketing, but like man like
yeah,
one thing that everybody has to love like everybody has to have is food. You know
everybody. Bro, I was thinking about dog food. I'm like, how do I get in the dog food industry? Dogs, all they do is eat. They can't talk. They can't go to fucking do nothing. They literally play frisbee, catch, and suck their fucking own dicks and fucking eat. Like, what does a dog do all day? I don't know. I don't have never had a fucking dog.
my dog's that.
Like, dogs
Actually,
are useless. I'm joking. I just said that so people would get mad.
you know what
I
dogs?
love
Yo,
dogs.
I fucking love dogs. Like fucking yo, I was just listening to some of the DMX shit. The DMX shit that just dropped.
Yo, dogs, like, those dogs are my dogs. I was
Yeah,
just playing before about dogs and useless that, but yo, those dogs, I was thinking about like Snoop Dogg, DMX, and then who, what, Nate Dogg.
yeah, yeah.
Those are the dogs.
Yo, my very first rap name was G Dog.
I love the comment. Apologize to who? I don't apologize. I just don't want people on my ass. Fucking, bro. But like, for real, I just want to show love and support to everybody that's actually trying to like live their dream. In all honesty,
For sure, for sure.
that's like my main goal right now.
Man, it's like yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's an amazing thing when like people are like when you see somebody work hard and like gives them a break and they make that big or they make that something go right for them. You
Yeah,
gotta love that. You gotta love that. It's inspiring. You're like, yo, this person that I actually know did this. Yo, that's like it's inspiring. It's like I can make all my goals too.
I gotta give it to you that Maloney's one of those people where it's like we got a love-hate relationship, but he's one of those people I see him succeeding, and then I'm pushing a little bit harder, and like even like Stitch, and there's certain people, even if it's like I don't communicate with them or I'm not on a daily basis, they're not my like best friends in the world. I know these guys, right? But it's like you example, I don't communicate with you every day, but when I see guys like that, like Casper and Dre Specs and Dre Bars and Schizophrenic and Hawaii Mighty and this one and that, like Coco Leia and Briz and every Century and every corner I turn there's some fucking next dope rapper, Minty Burns, and like I could literally name you 100 rappers if I sat here long enough that I know.
for
And I
sure.
did it one time. I wrote it on a pizza box. I looked at it. I'm like, wait, I know all these fucking 100 rappers, and then I didn't even get the promoters and shit, right?
Oh
Like
man,
you
like
got you got Jade on, you got like you got a whole bunch of people out there.
yeah,
Stacy Bizzle,
like for one thing with doing this shit for years, is, like the amount of people you meet, like man, if I was actually gonna sit down,
retarded.
if I was gonna sit down and write, like how many people like I've met that as a rapper or
Right.
manager or as like a show promoter, like man,
Podcast host.
like,
Bro, you didn't name enough
my list would be
people.
like
Dustin
exploded.
Webb, Mike Stone, Chris Thomas, Justin Bieber. Bro, there's like I could literally name you people for days and days and days and days. Rough Jewel. I got people that it's like even if I don't know them, I still support them. You know, low key.
Yeah. And you know what's awesome? Like one thing that like I realized like about me, um, like I'll meet somebody once, and the second time I meet them, like they're always like, oh man, not always, but they're like most people are like I put a good impact on people. Just me being me. Like people are like, oh man, I want to fuck with that. He's a dope person. Like me, like
Yeah.
I'm definitely proud of that. Like, and I'm meeting all these different people, and a lot of them, I actually be forgetting about people, and like all of a sudden, they'll just pop up, and like they've been supporting. I'm like, oh shit, this person, like,
Right?
you know,
Even bro, even people like I meet sometimes they ask me if I remember them. I'm like, fuck, I might not remember them, like, but they remember me. And then there's time, there's people I still want to shout out though, like Cam is ill stricken, and then there's like Shaky Music, and there's City's clothing line, there's 100 Miles, there's Chill City, bro. Like, I think Toronto's one of the most popping places I ever been for like for like local talent and hustle and support and like all kinds. Like, all it takes is one domino effect of one person to start making that good money, and then put everybody on. That's gonna be me, to be honest.
for sure, for sure.
Because I'm the only one. I'm the only one without like a chip on my shoulder. Like, to be honest, Drake has a chip on his shoulder from when he was a youth. Tory Lanez has a chip on his shoulder. The Weeknd was homeless. Justin Bieber was always made fun of. I'm me, bro. I don't have that fucking chip on my. I'm not angry with the world. I'm angry with myself for not doing better. But I love the world. I love what's going on. With, like, even though we got a disease and all that shit, it's like that's another topic. But sometimes I even forget it happens because it doesn't really affect my day to day.
For sure, for sure. And just, and it really is kind of like, man, this is a cold world, and I understand why people get a chip on their shoulder. But to circle back and kind of like be like, hey man, like yo, like this is a beautiful world, as well. It might be fucked up, but it's beautiful, and like to keep on loving it, and it's not always the easiest thing, you know.
Yeah, but wasn't it Bobby Darin or who was the guy? Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be. That's like my catchphrase. That's my theme song. I
Uh,
should fucking sample that shit.
uh, right? Right?
Yeah, where's Malone with the samples? I know he's gonna watch this shit. MLNY Maloney, you're being paid to the stage. Maloney, put the fucking word out, guys. Go tag that motherfucker. Yo, he's one of the reasons that I'm actually finding, like, even though I haven't talked to him a lot, like, I've seen certain things about him, and he kind of inspired me low key. So, like, to be more raunchy, to be myself and not hold back as much, right? Like, sometimes you just gotta, like, go with the punches and get wild with some shit.
Yeah, man. You just
Try,
gotta
try,
fucking.
like sometimes you want to try a different rap style. You want to fucking do some rock and roll. You want to fucking do some jazz and be that scat music, whatever the fuck. I don't know the shit. Ska or like rock and blues. Go and do it. I'm trying every style until I find what works for me.
Sure. Yeah, we all have a duty to kind of like, as artists, like, if we really want to, because like nobody wants to hear, if I don't really feel like a certain way of making music, and but I still make it because like that's popular. Nobody wants to hear that. Like fucking, you know.
Right, bro. I'm capable of making songs for a certain style and demographic, but I don't actually do it. Like, so okay, I'll put it this way. Some of the shit that I release is not what I'm capable of. The stuff that I'm putting out on Instagram and Facebook is just to like, it's some personal fuck around shit. That's all it is. It's like it's almost like a little like look over here. This is what you can see, and then I'm gonna come out with the other fucking right hand, and then you'd be like, damn, this guy's actually serious. We shouldn't have doubted him.
You're like, oh,
But
wow, you know?
I know my shit isn't like mixed right, it's not mastered right, it's not promoted right. Like I'm rolling with the punches as I go, like everybody else. But at the end of the day, I know where my start is, and I know where the finish line is, and I have the GPS, and I'm like following the fucking path.
Mm.
I should use Waze though to avoid the fucking cops or whatever if that shit works.
On the GPS, like, do you have like a certain voice like you have on there? Like, I think it'd be cool to have different voices on the
Yeah,
GPS.
yeah. I think Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg on the yo Matthew, turn
I,
right. Right?
Snoop Dogg, the king of voiceovers. Him and Wiz Khalifa. They can do it. They just navigate my life for me. That would be fucking dope. Yo, Wiz, Snoop, hit me up.
Yeah,
I can roll some blunts for you guys.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Hello.
The Snoop Dogg GPS would be fucking fire.
A Snoop Dogg GPS. Why is that not a thing already? Yeah, I'm gonna soundbite this and tag Snoop. It's like turn left, player. I can't do Snoop right now. I can't do impressions right now.
That would be like super ill. Yeah, Matthew.
Right? But it'd be dope if there was like a song playing and then it's like it pauses and it's like turn left, motherfucker. And then dun 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 drop it like it's hot. Turn right, motherfucker. Drop it like it's hot. Turn right, motherfucker. That'd be funny. Snoop Dogg's everywhere, bro. I'm surprised Snoop Dogg doesn't have his own brand of like video games yet, like a real one.
Snoop Dogg is like fucking like man, he's everything.
A grandfather, football, music, fucking like, bro. He's a commentator. Like, I'm surprised he's not fighting himself, but he's old, right? I bet you if Snoop Dogg was younger and MMA was as big as Snoop Dogg would be in that motherfucking ring. Watch him get in the ring with Mike Tyson or Roy Jones. Jake Paul versus Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dizzle.
Yeah, like Snoop, he did the he did the wrestling. Like he was
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know who did wrestling even better than Snoop? Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny killed that shit.
oh yeah.
He went up against Miz and Morrison with Damian Priest at WrestleMania. That shit was fire. For somebody that doesn't like wrestle, he went in.
That's fire. That's fire. Yo, so like
Yeah.
I seen one of your posts was about like wrestling back in the day. It was like yo, you get this, you get vampires, you can get like fucking like all these different like things.
Uh-huh.
And I was
Like
like,
the porn stars, the pimp, all that shit.
when did the love for wrestling start?
Me with wrestling?
Yeah.
I always try to think about that. I don't know. I think it was with the toys.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I just remember always having wrestling. Like whenever I saw a toy section, I would just go for wrestling. There was no transport. There was Ninja Turtles and like Earthworm Jim and shit, but there was no NASCAR. Did no it was wrestling. I would run to that section.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. When I was younger, like yeah, like the wrestling toys were like yeah, definitely.
Younger. Yo, Johnny, show some pictures of your collection. Rob Ford in the flesh. This guy. Yo, you gotta check out my bro Johnny Trans Am in the comments. His collection of wrestling figures and like shit is phenomenal. And him and Al Ruddick, they're like I know a bunch of collectors, but these guys are specifically. Oh, shout out to Steven Spice, Steven's wrestling journey. This guy's got, he's a little kid. He survived cancer and like special type of Chiari cancer. He was on WWE The Bump. They interviewed him. He's like a little boy, like, I don't know what, less than 10. He's friends with the wrestlers. He's interviewing them. He's on TV. Shout out that kid.
For sure, for sure.
That kid's inspiring, bro. I met his parents one day. I was in Walmart. They were the first ones there to buy wrestling toys. They're like, I was just looking at the figures. They're like, this one's gone. This one's not there. And I'm like, who are you guys? And then I realized who they were. I'm like, oh, I respect you guys.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like
but if a little kid can get on the WWE The Bump for that, like, and he's talented, I support that.
for sure, you gotta support that. That's an amazing thing. So,
Yeah, his name is Steven Spice.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, like, how has things been different, like, for you lately? Like, where, how everything's going?
Well, honestly, more free flowing. Before, I used to have like a weight on my back. It was like I would always try to rap and come up with styles, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just didn't matter if I was in front of people or not. Like, cause I used to be a freestyler. Like that was my passion. Just sit there and make fucking didn't matter. Like just rap. Just blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter if it made sense half the time. So the transition then like over the years to battling and then try to make music and then try to make music for other people and then like just connect all the pieces. Now I'm finally in a place where I'm happier. I'm finally putting pieces together.
That right there is the key, man. Like, fucking be happy, man. Like
What?
all these people, like all these people chasing the money. You know, I want to be out here chasing the happy.
Right? That's what the thing is. I'm not chasing the money. I'm chasing the happiness. There's
Yeah,
nights where it's like, there's nights where it's like, yeah, I should probably chase the money a little bit harder, or I should probably like do something, get off my ass a little bit more, or like, you know what it is? The key, I know me and you, we probably both lack this a little bit. I'm not, no offense, but I'm just being real. Running and yoga and ab work and exercise, it's like it gets you motivated, bro. When I
for
start
sure,
running, I started running even if it's slow. I put on some music. I'm down the street. Like I'm just then especially you go down the same path a couple times and you change up. You start to notice different things, and like the energy a run can give you, and then a shot. Like let's say you want to rap and you're there like, oh, I can't fucking rap. Let me smoke another joint. Let me have another beer. Let me have another joint. You know in the studio how people do that, right? Let
yeah,
me smoke another cigarette. But if you're at home and you make your own shit, what the fuck you do that shit for? You can go take a nice run, fucking come home, do some stretching, do a shower, eat a nice fucking meal, have a protein shit, and get to business like it's a work day.
for sure,
That's the way it changes. Because if you're constantly trying to get fucked up, like even if you smoke all day, like smoking doesn't fully count. But if you're constantly trying to drink and smoke, and every time you're at the studio and doing drugs, it's like you're not gonna get nowhere. And I've seen a lot of people's careers flatline because they just want to party.
for sure. No, I mean, probably in the last like month and a half, I've lost like 16 pounds. Uh,
I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you.
I'm doing the home workouts. I was
Yeah,
actually going on a walk
yeah,
for a while. I was actually going on a walk for a while, and I realized like the amount of time that I'd have to walk, like compared to like the home workout with like the weights, doing sit-ups, kind of like doing like all that kind of home shit. That home shit
yeah.
was way better, for like results, because with the weights and kind of shit like that, it was way better than walking for me. Like
Yeah,
I've never with me.
but you know what? That's really good. But I just wanted to point out something. So I watch Joe Rogan's podcast a lot,
Yeah,
and Kevin Smith, Action Bronson, and the guy you always forget his name. He used to be in Mallrats and My Name is Earl and remember the Titans. But that guy, they all lost the weight, right? And like over time, I've been listening to different people and how they lost weight, and a lot of it has to do with having a purpose to live.
for sure. Actually,
Like if you're,
um,
yeah.
You were saying that, like, the moment for me, I remember, like, I was running a little bit late to work. I was going to catch the bus, and I seen the busy street ahead, and the light was about to change. So I jogged a little bit, right? So I jogged
Yeah.
a bit to make it across the street. And when I got across the street, I actually thought I was gonna faint because um, I was like just like breathing so heavy. I was like, I couldn't get my shit together, and I actually thought I was gonna faint. So I slowed down. I kept on walking, and I was all right. That moment right there, I was like, man, if it's that bad for me, kind of jogging across the street almost made me faint. I actually need to do something
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But sometimes it's like 10 minutes of cardio is not a lot. 10, 20 minutes of cardio every day. And even if you skip a couple of days, it's like some jumping jacks, some stretching, some
sure.
fucking,
Yeah,
some planking, some, just like stretching your legs, just yoga, fucking follow along on a video. Like that's like people don't realize it's like your body is your machine. Your mind is like complete. Some people don't know where their mind is, and if they do meditations like I did, they'll find out where they really are inside themselves. They'll realize like the right vibrations and the right. We're all like energy. Energy can't be created or destroyed. It's all there. So
yeah.
we're like, once people realize that what you put your time and effort into is what changes you, then we'll get better people. You know,
So
things will happen for people.
so I actually started this thing like this month where trying to just be better, right? Just be a better me. So
Yeah, for sure.
I've written down for a bunch of different things that are good habits and bad habits, right? So I have how many sit-ups I'm gonna do like a full month. Then I have like how much money I spend on fast food. So I have like everything written down, all my good and bad habits.
Yeah,
So next month, I want to be lower on my bad habits. I want to be higher on my good habits.
that would be a lot for me to cut down.
Like me, I've actually written everything down. I've actually written everything down. How many energy
You know,
I buy.
you know what your biggest thing is, bro? You
What's
need
that?
to get your biggest thing that you need for your body is sleep.
You sleep?
Yeah, so like everybody's always pushing some energy drinks and more food and more this and more. Sometimes you just need to sleep,
Yeah,
right? Like I sleep when I watch the TV and I always regret that. Like I gotta shut it off when I sleep. So like, sleep is when you heal yourself.
yeah, yeah. I probably average 5 to 6 hours.
Right. I definitely don't get enough sleep because I'm always waking up at different hours and like going to sleep at different hours. So it's not, but like you ever notice if you say you stay up for the 24 hours, the next day you need to sleep and then you need to sleep extra, extra?
Me yeah I'll go about for a 2 week period I'll average like 5 to 6 hours sleep, but then one day I'll get like 9 hours. Like
Yeah, but you know what? My biggest thing that I did wrong, I was working out and I wasn't eating junk food, but I was eating somewhat healthier, but I wasn't sleeping enough. And then I fucking was so drained and exhausted, I almost fucking died. Like I was just always weak, right?
right, I guess sleep is very important.
Yeah, as soon as you get a good night's sleep, you wake up and you just feel like you have that jump in your step.
And like but a lot of these people should actually have the people that be sleeping on me. Like man, like how do you do that? Like man, I know sleep is good, but like how do you sleep on? How do you sleep on protein? How do you sleep on NEG? What? Are you fucked up? You know,
Right?
you'll be fucked up out here, like sleeping on fucking super talented people.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking of sleep, bro, what's the weirdest place you ever fell asleep?
Oh man, where to start? Where to start? I've actually woke up on a park bench in like a different city. So like that was probably the most fucked up one. That was
Bro,
fucking.
you know what my fucking one stupid one was? I waited for like a week trying to get UFC tickets, and I was up every day. I was like, I was just trying to get these UFC tickets. I went to Montreal, I got the hotel, I got the tickets. I was up for 2, 3 days. I fell asleep during the fucking main event of the UFC that I went to.
What's that?
I fell asleep during the UFC, the event that I went to. Like I got on a bus, I got tickets to Montreal from Dana White, like for the fight UFC, right?
Yeah.
So like he hooked me up with some tickets and shit, and I went down there and I fell asleep during the main event. Like I'm watching it, and I'm there like I fell asleep at a weekend concert.
Yeah. You fell asleep at the main
I
event. Yeah,
fell I fell asleep at a casino. I fell asleep at a WWE show. I fell asleep at a basketball game. I've definitely fallen asleep in a movie theater.
oh shit, man.
Bro, anytime you sit me down and I'm sitting and I'm not active and my mind wanders, that's before, not anymore. But like, bro, I've fallen asleep in meetings with people. Like I'm having a meeting and my head's just like,
Yeah, imagine talking to somebody and like they just fall asleep on you. And be like, yeah. What conversation?
my boss did that. Okay, my boss was selling a gravestone to somebody, and he like back in the day, right? Like 8 years ago, and he fell asleep as he's talking to people. He's like this, and he wakes up, and they're sitting there, and he falls asleep, and then they left, and they wanted to work with me and not him. I'm like, are you serious? The guy would literally be driving and falls asleep.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Can you imagine people are driving and fall asleep, you wake up and kill somebody?
No, no. I don't imagine that.
No, but that happened. That happened to my uncle like 20 years ago in Israel.
What does happen here?
Like he was driving and he fell asleep and fucking killed somebody while he was sleeping.
Gosh, man.
The crazy shit happens, bro.
Yeah, man.
This world isn't for the weak people. It's for strong individuals. The alphas always beat the betas.
For sure, we gotta be fucking strong like bull. Huh?
You're my boy, Blue. Bro, Will Ferrell's probably the best comedic genius there is.
What's that?
Will Ferrell's one of the best comedic geniuses there is.
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell and Ben Stiller, bro. Those two, when they did Zoolander, that shit was wild. Go watch Zoolander, the first one. It still holds up today, bro. It's still there.
For sure, for sure. Definitely a classic.
They were ahead of their time when he was dressed up in garbage. They're like, it's derelict. They put a trash bag on him and called derelict. They were ahead of Kanye. Kanye puts on a fucking, you give me some shitty shoes. Like, these are like, you.
Yeah, yeah, I want to know Rose's top 5 movies.
Top 5 ever?
Yeah,
I
movies.
don't know. I would like, Double Take, Fight Club, Down to Earth, Rat Race, and there's also, I don't know. Oh, I watched the movie 100 times in my life. Ready to Rumble.
Okay.
You know Ready to Rumble?
No, another one.
Bro, first of all, Down to Earth is where Chris Rock plays a white guy that's rich, but he's like, Chris Rock basically dies and becomes a white guy.
Oh yeah.
That one, and then Fight Club and Fight Club. Double Take is with Eddie Griffin. Yo, anything with Chris Rock is fire, bro.
Fucking Chris Rock is
Chris Rock with Anthony Hopkins. Chris Rock with Anthony Hopkins. Did you see that?
No.
The movie where Chris Rock plays a twin of himself. So like one of the twins, they were separated at birth, and one of them is like CIA, another one was a street hustler, but they're both Chris Rock. So Anthony Hopkins has to work with the street hustler Chris Rock because his other brother was killed.
Okay.
It was like the best movie with bro. That was crazy. Bad Company. Bro, you know who made a comeback though? Eddie Murphy.
For sure.
Eddie Murphy made a big comeback. I like that guy.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so we're coming up at the end of this.
What?
Uh, uh, so, is there any last things that you say before we wrap this up?
I don't know. I just feel like everybody's got to get out of their own way. Everybody's got to get out of their own. Stop, smell the fucking roses, enjoy the coffee, take a fucking piss or have a smoke break, fucking go jerk off, whatever you gotta do. Just enjoy fucking life. It's like what we live for. Enjoy the memories and the little tokens of life and keep it going. Go watch the movie Soul. That's what I gotta tell you guys. It's on Disney, Jamie Foxx. That movie will teach you the meaning of life.
Yeah, and like one last thing, like I would say to people before we go is if you're thinking about a girl and you want to message her, rub one out, and if you're still thinking about her, you actually like her. If you're not thinking about her after you rub one out, it was just luck. All right.
That's
So,
some good advice for some people out there.
for sure, for sure. All right. So yeah. So
So Froses, it's FROSESYMFR on Instagram. Then it's also your mother's favorite podcast and your mother's favorite rappers on Instagram. And on TikTok, it's it's you are, but it's your mother's favorite rappers instead of your. It's your,
no. All right.
your.
All right. Well,
All
yeah.
right, guys, God bless you, Eddie. I hope your show gets a fucking million viewers one day. I don't even care if it has me involved. I just hope you success and like blessings to the moon.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, you have a great night, yeah, man.
Eddie GTV, Eddie GTV, Eddie GTV. Peace.
Uh, peace.
Ah.